Moving onward to our next session, CX Trends 2024, Unlocking the Power of Customer Experiences. Introducing our thought leader, Mr. JN Bharath, Account Director of Enterprise Business at Zendesk. Mr. Bharath is a seasoned sales professional with a decade of experience in SaaS, infrastructure, and enterprise mobility sales. He excels in account management, GTM strategy, and engaging C level executives. His track record includes exceeding key matrices and driving profitable closures across Asia Pacific. Welcoming Mr. JN Bharath.
Good afternoon. We'll just wait for a small video and then we'll get started.
Zendesk makes customer service software, and it works right out of the box. It is also completely customizable and scalable, and connects to the rest of your business. But no matter how you use it, Zendesk is designed to help you give your teams what they need so that your customers get what they want. Let's say your customers mostly send you emails, but some conversations are better over the phone, and maybe you'd like to start using a messaging app as well. In Zendesk, it's easy to add any new channels you need. And for the agent, this is all one conversation in one place. Collaborators are just a few clicks away. Same for knowledge articles, apps, even tools and information from other systems you already use. All valuable context about who you're trying to help and how to solve their issue. But perhaps your business is growing and your support operation is getting more complex. Zendesk lets you customize and optimize the whole picture, like by routing tickets to the right agents based on expertise, or automating which tools an agent sees based on the type of question. As your teams become more organized and productive, your customers get faster, more effective service. And with our built-in analytics that track just about everything, you'll also understand how to tie it all together. Like when you identify a question that's trending, so you assign an expert to create a new self-service article, which you feed to our AI-powered bots without writing any code, so that when the next customer reaches out, they get the answer they're looking for immediately. And hopefully, they feel very good about your company. Well done. Start your free trial today. Send us.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I hope you got a good, glimpse of Zendesk. Just to give you, quick background, right? So while I was there, I was, just 2 minutes before I got started, I got a OTP message from Blue Dart which said, this is the OTP to collect your delivery. Followed by that, I'm sure by now, 2 or 3 calls I would have got from the courier guy, and also 2, 3 times my security guy would have called to try to reach me. Now I'm waiting for the most exciting gift that I have for Friday evening that I planned for several weeks now, and I'm unable to pick up that delivery. And unfortunately, what happens tomorrow morning is that I have to go to the nearest Blue Dart center, spend 90 to 120 minutes, show my Aadhaar card, prove my KYC. With all these things, come back with that. I have lost what I was supposed to do today to surprise, right, my family people, and then go through this hassle. What do you think would be my experience with me? Good, bad, ugly? Not so great, right? This is exactly what we're going to uncover in the next, 20 minutes that I'm going to talk about. What happens? Let's say, we don't want to spend that time. Our reports in the past that we have already looked at is, it states that one bad or not so great experience makes us evaluate an alternative brand. One bad experience is good enough to look at an alternative brand. Do you think next time I want to work with the vendor that I had to go through this hassle? While I know I couldn't answer a call, I had a genuine reason. But how can brands like all of you sitting here make it easier and at the same time in the most secure way possible? This is what is customer experience. So let's look at the key trends. So what we have done at Zendesk, right? I'm sorry, yeah. So this is 15 years of our existence, being a thought leader in this space, right? So every year we conduct a research and come up with a report called a CX Trends report. This runs globally. We talked about 2,500 different brands across the globe, talking to more than 4,500 CX leaders like you all here globally again. and spread across 20 countries. We come up with reports, and for this year, we have identified top 10 trends. Okay, and I can classify them into three main buckets. You know, first one being AI and intelligent experiences. These 10 trends that I'm talking classified into three buckets: AI and intelligent experiences. Second, data and trustworthy experiences. Third is new and immersive experiences. So these three categories, I have about 10 trends. Maybe let's look at how many I can cover. As much as possible, I'll run through, and then towards the end of the session, we can, talk at length if you have any questions. Okay. First one, Gen A. This being the hottest topic from morning, you've heard. So how I look at it from the CX space is what is very, very important, right? Today, most of you would have already started using Gen AI in some fashion or the other, and you've already realized its potential. But, good thing is AI can solve many problems on the earth. But for Zendesk, from the CX standpoint, what we are looking at is hyper-personalization. That's the key thing that we look. How can we personalize? I'll just give you a simple examples. Probably in the next 10 minutes, I'll try and touch as many live personal examples of my own life so that you can correlate to these things. Just 2-3 days back, my family member was trying to buy a spectacle. So, over the weekend we were spending and we got into a website. I don't know, different people will have different forms, how you go shopping, all that. We just sat on the computer, uploaded the photo. Next 15-20 minutes, 200 to 250 different spectacles that we could wear and see based on shape of the face, color, preference, everything, and then we could place the order. That easy, right? Another scenario, how technology is helping. I'm also looking at a renovation for my home. I'm looking at a personal loan that I'm looking for because of the finances. I keyed in my mobile number in one of the aggregator portal. In the next 2 to 3 days, at least I got 4 different calls, which were all voice calls. And trust me, within the first 5 seconds, I just disconnected the call. The 2 examples that I spoke, both had AI in it. The AI is calling me, leveraging AI, there's a call. On the other side, I could on my photo, with the help of photo, I could test myself with 200 different types of lenses and things like that, right? So it's our responsibility, it becomes imperative for us, where do we use and how do we create that better customer experiences is what we are talking about. AI, how do we leverage that, right? That is the context where I'm talking about hyper-personalization. How do we personalize to the extent that I create a wow experience is what we are talking about. Let's look at the first trend. 70% of CX leaders plan to integrate generative AI, and in many touch points across the next 2 years. I'm sure, all of you sitting here will be going through this. And also, if you see, 59% of consumers believe that generative AI will completely change the way we interact in the next 2 years. That is very key, right? And for those who have already experienced this, those numbers jumps up to 75%, right? And next, moving on, productive agent management tools are finally eclipsing, right? How do you enable your agents? A lot of times what has happened is, I'm being in India for a long time and being in this space, we know a lot of brands put a lot of agents onto the work, right? And at low cost. You'll never be able to drive bottom line for the organization by doing this, because at the end of the day, you will be looked at as a cost center. How can you reduce this by enabling or using AI to help your agents to be more productive and reduce, let's say, it could be average handling time or multiple other, key matrices that we have, right? How can we use, and Zendesk ourselves, we have come up with the agent copilot, which works with the agent, but doesn't close the call, right? Closing should be still with the human being. That's how we are looking at AI tool. So what the trend says is 79% of CA plan to increase their budget for more strategic agent management tools. It's not the cheapest that we'll have to look forward to. It's more how technology can be enabling your agents to do their work much better, right? And also, I already spoke about agent management tools. Now, CX leaders are new drivers of data as privacy. If we talk about next several hours, we can all talk. Security is one of the biggest concern when it comes to AI, because in, who uses, where is the data? Because if I talk about one of the shopping websites that I use, it has my home details, height, weight, my color preferences to everything, right? How do you secure data, right? When your brand, has that information, it's imperative to Zendesk for us to be with you to secure this information. So it's utmost importance for us. That's how we have our, modules which can help you even at the, extent where we can redact data, credit card information, all this can be safe, safeguarded, right? So privacy is, data security and privacy is utmost importance for us. 83% of leaders say that data protection are top priorities, undoubtedly, right? 60%, 61% leaders report experiencing trouble keeping with data management. Regulations, because every new day, every other day, we have new regulations coming in. How do you keep up to it? So we are with you on this journey. The next category is businesses are heavily focused on instantly modifying user experiences. This is very important, right? I don't know. Yeah, we're still left with some time. So for the next 1 or 2 minutes, I just want to ask, 5 synonyms. I'm assuming all of you understand in this room understand English. Yes? Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to ask 5 synonyms. It was very difficult for me. I'm going to talk about Gen Z English. Okay, Gen Z English. So which is very different, okay? It was very different. I had made a note because even I myself didn't know this, though I am very young. What does hits different mean? Can anybody take an example? No Googling, 2 to 3 seconds, quickly. Hits different mean? Very close. It's influence. What does I have got the point mean? I'm sorry, say less. Say less. Okay. What does tap into good feeling mean? Tap into good feeling. Vibing. Okay. What does extremely fashionable mean? Drip. Drip. Okay. What does slap mean? Maybe for you and me, it's this slap, right? So it means excellent, amazing. What are we talking about, right? So why I brought this context, what's the context that I'm trying to drive here is that, because like as in my introduction, I was told I'm part of the sales account management. One of the recent evaluations from one of our customers spoke about, do you have a chatbot? Yes, I said. How many languages do you support? Do you support vernacular languages and all this, right? I'm talking English, and we as CX leaders, just 5 new things that we spoke about, we are not aware. What's the point of Kannada, Hindi, Malayalam? I'm saying, yes, that is important. I'm saying, how can you make your AI learn these new way of people who are talking to your brands? You get it? So what I'm trying to infer with this is, from Zendesk AI standpoint, we didn't, when our LLMs have started working, for the past 15 years, every month we transact about 1 billion tickets, 1 billion tickets across globe. So when we built our model, so there are 18 billion tickets on which we had this information, and the intent or the conversations were built on that. So we are ready for you to use. You don't have to go and build your own. There are a lot of conversations that I had where we will build our own models, right? But here we have a ready solution where you can start, working on, our LLMs, where if it's AI ready, and how can you make it immersive, right? So I'll talk about. Just a second. 62% of leaders feel they are behind in providing more instant experiences. I'll give you an example again for this as well. After this point, 70% of our actively investing in technologies and tools that can capture intent signals. Very, live situation. Friday afternoon, maybe evening, I want to just go for a dinner. I just don't want to go like a formal thing. I just want to change my socks and maybe shirt instantly. I don't want to go to a mall. Right? Sitting here on a chat, can I bring in a e-commerce portal where I can buy and get it delivered to the place where I am? Can we do this? This is the kind of immersive experiences today's world is talking about. Make sense? So live and immersive experiences are heavily influencing the future of online shopping. Right? And if you look at the stats, it's very, we saw 70-80% on the other side. You look at this. 78% expect chat agents and support to assist them everything then and there, where they need. But unfortunately, it's only Customers report that able to make purchases directly within chat-based conversations is just 34% today. We're not there yet, right? Only 33% of business have implemented conversational commerce. Can I talk and then buy and get it delivered then? Right? I was talking about the spectacle example, right? While we placed the order in the next 10 minutes, it was delivered. Wasn't that the wow experience where AI, we are all talking about, let's say, will we lose jobs? Imagine the kind of repurposing that's happening where you're really working on building a technology to build better customer experiences and create those wow experiences is what our trends are talking about. Right? 72% of leaders say that they plan external vendors and they want to, they want to go live stream. You would have seen all this, right? I want to wear and, get that look and feel how I look and then buy it then and there. So a detailed report of this, you can scan this or it's publicly available region-wise, vertical-wise, if you're, let's say, B2C, B2B, automotive, whichever industry, retail, you can download based on, your segment, and then you can. I think we are almost towards the end. I'll just spend a minute more. Who are we as Zendesk? For 15 years, we have been a leader in this space doing customer support. We are we are creating the world's best customer experiences. Some of the large brands talk about, we heard Amazon just before, right? Great things, right? Some of these companies who are customer obsessed, from Amazon to Netflix, name the apps that you're going to use today. Ola, Uber, they all use Zendesk. And some of these are names that you see are all Indian-based. So this is what Zendesk is. So we make it very easy and powerful so that we want to democratize the whole of CX in a way that you can leverage our latest solutions, which is AI-powered. Starting from how can you help your customers to self-serve, help themselves, to talk about omni-channel, whether it is live chat, to email, to traditional telephony, everything, and then providing intelligent insights around it. So that's Zendesk for you. So we can meet outside and then we can take this forward. So we can talk details about the Zendesk solution, probably if we can get in touch with us. Okay, that's Zendesk for you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. JN Bharath, for sharing your thoughts and insights. To do the honors, I request Mr. Rakesh Subramanian, Director of UX and UI at Harman International. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. JN Bharath?